It's a typically clear and beautiful day in San Diego as we get set for afternoon baseball from Petco Park. Today, the second of two here to start the week between the Baltimore Orioles and the San Diego Padres. The Orioles look for their 7th straight victory next. Eric Lauer gets the start for San Diego in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So.
At the plate, Travis Jankowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Padres, the right fielder, Travis Jankowski.
Now the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Got him in the chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup likes to run the bases. They like to run them aggressively. Stolen bases are not out of the equation. Taking the extra bag, putting the defense on blast right here. The key for this offense is getting guys on base to create havoc.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up the versatile center fielder Manuel Margot. First pitch on its way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
1 out, nobody on. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Shoot to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Now batting Fernando Tatis Jr. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
You know, D-Row, there's more to this guy than just hitting bombs. He's also in the top 10 in batting average and runs batted in.
Yeah, he beats you in a variety of ways, Dan. One of the elite hitters in the game. He gets count leverage. He's certainly looking to do damage, but he can also play the small ball and move the ball all around the yard.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Margot leads off first with 1 away. A ball and a strike.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Here it comes on 1-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Ready now, Manny Machado, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season.
Machado.
First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 0-2 coming. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. One left for San Diego. Still no score. Coming to the plate now, Luther Rios. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
Luther Rios.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Swing hit on the ground. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, in this one today, we get to watch Gold Glover at first base. Watch the way he manipulates the bag with his footwork. Watch the way he bails his teammates out with picking balls out of the dirt. Can't stress this guy's importance enough.
Now to the plate, number 22
Batting
comes
six.
off an 0 for 4
The
in
left
last
fielder.
night's ball game.
Number 22.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Ready with another 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three. Into the box now, number 62, and he is
Batting
proving
seven.
to be something of
The
a
catcher,
non-threat with the
number
bat in his
62.
hands this year. The average isn't pretty. First delivery to him on the way. And this is on the outside corner for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. Padres down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Coming to the plate now, number 13, and he's ready to take his first cuts.
Number 13.
First offering on its way. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it, the left fielder. 2 down. Digging in now for San Diego, Eric Lauer, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Eric Lauer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Called strike. 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So striding forward now, number 9. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And now pitch on the way. In there, no balls and a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Torres ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're down 1-0. Now in the box, Manuel Margot set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Center fielder, Manuel Margot.
First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded softly down the line toward first. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out. Digging in to try it again, Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Smith has it in his tracks. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. Pitch on the way. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Padres down in order. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Number 13 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. But this will land untouched. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Margot is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Let's play ball.
In for his 2nd at bat, Luther Rios. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Here comes the first pitch.
At the
Ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Rios, a 6'4" switch hitter. He was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2019.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. In the air out toward right field. Casado has a beat on it. 1 away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. Stepping into the box, number 22. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. And he looks at a curveball that falls in. 1-1. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So striding in, number 62. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 62.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. That's by him for strike 1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score.
Your attention, please. Leading off for the Padres, the center fielder, Miguel Baez.
That just misses off the inside for ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The 1-0. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Here now the 2-2. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at-bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Now batting, number 9.
Into the box, number 9. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
The right fielder, number 60.
Into the box now, Travis Jankowski. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. The 0-1 delivery. Popped him up. Yokoyama is going to have room as he puts it away right in front of the dugout for the final out of the inning. Padres down in order. They're down 2-0. Digging in once again, number 13. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded down the 3rd baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Line drive to left. And this is a fair ball as it heads for the Western Metal Supply Company building. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back at Petco Park in just a moment. Now with the plate, Manuel Margot will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Chopper foul. The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball left side. Key is there. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
You know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Yokoyama will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Manny Machado. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Manny Machado.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
That's wide. 2-0. Three and 0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Here it comes, the 3-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
This is where, if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Payoff pitch one more time. Locks him up for strike 3.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Now batting, the first baseman.
In now, Luther Rios. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 22.
Stepping in now, number 22. And he fouls this one off. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pounder down the first baseline. Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it, so he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
The batter.
Next to the plate for the Padres, number 62. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. 97 that time as this is fouled away.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Ready with the 0-1. Oh, and he's hit by the pitch, and that'll be a painful run batted in. Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll leave this mess for the bullpen, as 3 runners are his responsibility. Miguel Castro answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
5-1 the final total in today's game. Baltimore took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Number 13 wins a league-high 16th decision as he struck out 13 in this one. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.